Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing in brief about antenatal examination. So antenatal examination is a systematic examination and advices given to a pregnant mother once the pregnancy is detected till delivery. So this is done in order to detect any abnormalities during history collection or during physical examination, and also during any laboratory investigation. So first and foremost, during antenatal examination, we will take history collection. So for history collection, we have to take detailed, complete history of the patient about. Firstly, it will include the identification data of the client, and then we have to ask the present history or the present course of pregnancy, and then we have to also inquire about the past medical surgical history of the client, then the obstetrical history, the menstrual history, and then the personal history or the habits of the mother, and also we will include the socio-economic status of the patient. And so after complete history is taken, we will go to physical examination. So before going to physical examination, we have to explain the procedure to the client, and then we have to wash our hands, and then we have to make sure that our hands are warm, and then we have to make the mother comfortable. So usually we use an examination bed to examine the mother. So before physical examination, we have to take the vital signs of the mother and record it, and also check the height and weight and record it. So first we will come to the physical examination, that is the head to the examination, that is we will come to the head. So coming to the head, we have to observe the scalp for any signs of infection, for any laceration, and also we have to check for the hygiene maintenance. And coming to the face, we have to observe the skin for yellowish discoloration, and also for the presence of pregnancy mask. And then in the eyes, we have to observe the sclera for signs of anemia, or for the presence of yellowish discoloration, which may indicate jaundice. And then coming to the nasal nares, we have to check for patency and also for bleeding nares. And also in the mouth, we have to check for the mucosal lining, for any bleeding gums, and also for any cavities present in the mouth cavity. And also coming to the neck, we have to palpate for any enlarged lymph nodes. And then coming to the chest, in antenatal examination, the main focus is on the breast, abdomen, and then the perineal region. So coming to the breast, we have to expose both the breast, and first we have to do inspection for symmetry, and then inspection for any abnormalities. We have to check. After that, when we are going to do palpation, we have to expose the breast, which we are going to examine first. So during palpation, we will check for the tenderness, for any pain, for any nodes present, we have to check. And also we have to squeeze to check for the presence of colostrum, which is present by 16 to 20 weeks of pregnancy. Once the breast is examined, then we will go to the abdomen. So for that, we have to expose the abdomen. So in abdomen also, first we have to do inspection. So in inspection, we have to look for the presence of any skin irritation, for the presence of linea nigra, and then for the presence of stria gravidera, and then for presence of any previous cesarean section scar marks, we have to check. And then after inspection, we have to measure the fundal height in centimeters from the symphysis pubis till the fundus. We have to check and note it. And also fundal height in weeks, we have to check with the help of finger. We have to count the weeks. And then we have to check the abdominal curve by encircling the abdomen and note it down in inches. And then after that, we have to do palpation. So in palpation, we do palpation in order to check the position, the presentation, and then the fetal parts we have to check, and also for the engagement of the head. Now coming to the perineum. So in the perineum, we usually do only external visualization for presence of vulval edema, and for any laceration, or for any vaginal bleeding or abnormal discharge. And coming to the extremities, in the extremities, we have to check for edema, for any skin lesion or any sensitivity of the skin. We have to check and allow the patient to sit, and then we have to check for the spinal curvature, for any backache, for any complaints or any minor discomforts that they face during pregnancy. And then according to the needed detected symptoms, we have to advise the patient in order to do home care or to relieve themselves from the minor discomforts during pregnancy. Thank you.